819-0039 or scan to call.
Call now.
Since the pandemic, many Americans have struggled with the rising energy costs, and of course, Ohioans are no exception. Today, Eli Burgett spoke with AES Ohio and Senator Sherrod Brown to learn more about why these price increases are happening. So, Eli, what do we know so far?
Well, it's no secret that energy costs are rapidly rising as of late. After AES Ohio recently announced an electric bill increase and the price of oil going higher every day, many Ohioans are struggling. But after speaking with Senator Sherrod Brown, I learned that actions are being taken to decrease those prices.
Oil prices change so dramatically, and these companies have far too much power in the marketplace. They have far too much power in Congress, and we want to go after them when they do that.
Senator Sherrod Brown claims that recent evidence shows that big corporations like ExxonMobil may be reducing the output of oil and gas, keeping prices high for Americans. Members of the Senate have been working endlessly to right these wrongs and bring the price of oil back down. Also, after recent approval from the Public Utilities Commission, AES Ohio announced that consumer bills would increase by more than $40 per year to ensure reliability for customers across the country. Because of this, Senator Brown is urging federal government to look into possible corruption with energy corporations on the state side as well. The Ohio Consumers Council also recently filed a complaint to the FERC stating that the AES project is not being reviewed by the state. The OCC states that AES Ohio's price increase is unjust and unreasonable to Ohio's residential customers. Back to you.
A live look now at our roadways. This is over 75 at Needmore Road from our ODOT cams. All lanes back open tonight after a 5-car crash this morning. Now, this was the scene just before 1 o'clock this afternoon. You could see one vehicle was flipped on its side. 4 lanes were shut down while police and medics responded to the area. We know tonight 2 people were taken to the hospital. The extent of their injuries, though, are unknown at this time. The cause remains under investigation. Police are investigating after a man was found shot early this morning in Miamisburg. Officers were called to 6th and Buckeye, where they found a 33-year-old man shot in the leg. He was taken to Kettering Hospital. He is expected to be okay. Police tell us they believe the victim and shooter knew one another. However, they are asking if anyone has any video to please share it with them. They're looking for footage showing a silver SUV or anyone on foot between the hours of 4 and 5 a.m. That investigation is ongoing.
This guy just pulled a gun on me on the highway, started shooting at me. I shot back at him and he hit me.
That's that 911 call from what police are calling a road rage incident this morning along I-675. They say 2 drivers exchanged gunfire around 10:20 this morning near Wagner Road and Indian Ripple Road. One was taken to the hospital but is expected to be okay. Multiple shots hit the other vehicle, but luckily the driver was not hurt. The highway was shut down, but it's back open tonight. Police say there was no immediate threat, but are asking anyone with information to please contact investigators. That number is there at the bottom of your screen. Charges are possible in this. And a live look tonight at the Miami Valley Jail's website, where this man you see here behind me is now behind bars for armed robbery. Montgomery County Sheriff's Office says Dakota Maddox and an accomplice broke into a home in Harrison Township, pointing a gun at the homeowner, stole their cell phone, money, and guns. Maddox was arrested when police saw him driving the car seen leaving the victim's home. He's now facing several charges, including abduction and aggravated robbery. Deputies are asking if you have any information on the accomplice to call the number at the bottom of your screen. A live look now from our Eco Plumber Skycam. Let's send things over to Chief Meteorologist Natalie Walters. Natalie, you've got your eyes on a couple things happening.
Yeah, quiet right now and very humid in the Dayton area, but we do have storms that have been making their way through, especially off for our northern counties where we have seen some very heavy rain. In fact, some spots receiving around 2 inches of rainfall in a short amount of time, prompting this flash flood warning for Logan County, including the Bellefontaine area. You can see how the rain really just trained over the same area. Heavy rain bringing some localized flooding. So if you are in this flash flood warning, that's until 8:45 p.m. Want to make sure that you stay off flooded roads, turn around, don't drown. We also have a flood advisory in place for Auglaize and into Mercer County. This is until 7:45 p.m. You can see another storm developing just near St. Mary's right now. And we'll continue to monitor these storms right off to our west, making their way through. We do have a low wind risk for those to be on the strong to severe side. Damaging wind gusts would be the primary concern, and as we've seen, localized flooding.
The reunification training laid out the steps of how the district can take accountability when it comes to reuniting kids with their parents. It also ensures that even in a high-stress emergency situation, kids are not kept track of and handed off to the correct people. A historic $65 million sewer system project is now complete in Montgomery County. The Sewer Modernization and Revitalized Treatment, or SMART project, started back in May of 2022, and today the county hosted a ribbon cutting celebrating its opening. The project consists of two primary locations, a new pump station in Moraine and a water reclamation facility in West Carrollton.
It's a big project, and it's basically to keep operations running, keep the services we do running. We don't want any interruptions in our sewer services, and I know our customers don't want any interruptions in our sewer system. When they flush that toilet, they want it to go away, and that's what we're here to do.
The project will help serve more than 30,000 residents. As we head into the summer, many kids here in the Miami Valley are going without school lunches. And as Tej Joshi shows us, the need for food is actually more dire during the summer. He explains what you can do to help.
Right now, I'm walking through the aisles of the Food Bank Inc. located just outside of downtown Dayton. This is a great local organization that supports so many people in our community who are, of course, hungry. If you take a look at some of the aisles here, you see they carry lots of shelf-stable food here to support so many people in the community. But here's what you need to know. During these summer months, the staff here told me they actually see an increase in child hunger in our area. I spoke with our team to learn more about why that happens and how you at home can help eliminate that.
We think about the increased cost of camp. We're still talking about the increases in the cost of food. And so all of that really adds up for families, and there's our unexpected expenses. They're buying extra food right now where previously maybe they had a free or reduced lunch program.
And if you or someone in your family is hungry or in need of food assistance, you can reach out to the Food Bank's website to learn more about some of their food giveaways and their partner agencies. Back to you in the studio.
Local organizations are now teaming up to hold a donation to support the Fairborn Fish Food Pantry and Fairborn City Schools. Kroger and Fairborn Police teamed up to donate over 7,600 pounds of water and paper products. We asked the pantry director why donations like this are so important.
We fed over 12,000 families last year. We get no money from the government. We rely 100% on donations, and we gave out 500,000 pounds of food last year. So it's vital, it's crucial.
Now, the pantry is at the middle and high school where students can take home a variety of products they may need. And when kids are hungry, or when they're fed, they're fueled to thrive. But for many kids that rely on schools for their meals, summer can be challenging, as we've mentioned. Dayton 24/7 Now is partnering with Feeding America for Sinclair Care's Summer Hunger Relief. Scan the QR code to provide meals for children and families here in the Miami Valley. Big crowds gathered in Columbus to watch big-name actors and athletes tee off today. Celebrity Pro-Am brings a fun event ahead of tomorrow's Memorial Tournament. And the first manned Boeing Starliner launched into space this morning. We're going to take a look at that historic mission next.
Plus, I'm tracking some storms for this evening. I'll let you know when those move out. That's coming up. You're watching Dayton 24/7 Now.
Power on with Batteries Plus Business.
Weather Window, presented by the National Weather Desk.
A brief respite from the 90-degree heat in central Texas as rain-cooled air rushed into Austin with 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts. This rainbow graces the skies over western Montana. This fawn near Lynchburg, Virginia is blatantly ignoring the sign. And a viewer in North Carolina says last night's sunset showed angels can be found everywhere. You just have to look.
Want to see your weather photos and videos on TV? Click Chime In on this station's website to share.
The first round of the Memorial Tournament officially tees off in Columbus tomorrow, but today, Muirfield Village Golf Club hosted some of the biggest crowds of the week, plus some of the worst games of golf. That's because today was the annual Celebrity Pro-Am. Dave Holmes shares the famous actors and athletes that took to the course.
Well, hello from Muirfield Village Golf Club here in Dublin, Ohio. I like to think of Wednesday at the Memorial Tournament as the calm before the storm. Really the last time to have a little bit of fun out here, and the most fun event of the week is the Celebrity Pro-Am, which took place this morning. We had big names out here. Peyton Manning had the biggest galleries of the day, no doubt. He was also playing alongside Rory McIlroy and Chris Pratt, the Hollywood star. You probably know him from Guardians of the Galaxy and the Jurassic World franchise. But we saw other people out here as well. Country music star Jake Owen, athletes like Steve Young, Andre Iguodala. Really a fun time here at Muirfield Village. And traditionally, Wednesday has some of the biggest crowds of the week, and today was no different. The rain held off for the whole event. A fun time. And then tomorrow we play for keeps in the opening round of the Memorial. At Muirfield Village Golf Club, I'm Dave Holmes.
Well, tracking storms across the Miami Valley right now. Level 1 threat for severe storms, so it's a low wind risk. So given the heat and humidity, it is very humid outside. And we got a cold front making its way in. The combination of those ingredients can't completely rule out a stronger storm, mainly with damaging wind gusts as our concern as we get these to make their way through. We already have seen a few storms around. A flash flood warning still in place for Logan County until 8:45 p.m. You can see where we still have that rain now clearing out, but there may be some high water around, especially for our northern counties, which have seen some downpours here recently. So always want to take those proper precautions. Turn around, don't drown. If there is standing water on the roads. As far as what's going on back off to our west, we still have our cold front to make its way through. So as that makes its way in, we'll continue to see rain and storms through this evening, as well as that low wind severe risk. So have a way to get those weather alerts. As I mentioned, damaging wind gusts would be the main concern. But this is a look at about 9 p.m. for us. We have rain storms around. Temperature wise, we'll be hanging out in the 70s, but most of that rain will be out by around 10, 11 p.m. or so, and then we'll start to see things clear out by the morning. So waking up for our Thursday morning, we'll wake up with temperatures in the lower 60s, mid 60s, some clearing taking place, sunshine, a little breezy tomorrow with temperatures that are going to be back up into right around 80 degrees. Westerly wind 10 to 20 miles per hour, but it gets even cooler on Friday. We'll have clouds building in. High temperatures Friday afternoon only in the lower 70s, so not necessarily a summer-like day heading into our Friday. And you'll see that as far as rainfall totals go, still about 1/4 inch or so, depending on where we get those heavier downpours. And temperatures, they're going to be in the lower 70s on Friday, back up into the upper 70s as we start off next week.
Well, that's the sound of Boeing's Starliner capsule blasting off into space with NASA astronauts. There we go, on board for the first time. Those astronauts, Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams, are the first humans to travel to space in Boeing's Starliner craft. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson praising the patience of the crews who kept working on it after 2 scrubbed missions.
They had perseverance, and that's what we do at NASA. We don't launch until it's right.
The astronauts are set to spend 1 day in orbit and then dock with the International Space Station for just over a week before returning in the Starliner. Sonny Williams is the first woman in history to be part of this type of mission. A story from our partners at the Dayton Business Journal. Cedarville University preparing to open a new 65,000 square foot building. The $40 million Schnarrenberg Business Center will now house the departments of business, communication, cybersecurity, and the new Berry Center for the Free Enterprise. It's part of the university's 1,000-day transformed campaign, raising more than $150 million for campus facilities and student scholarships through grants and donations. We have all the details right now at Dayton247now.com. You can find this story and others like it under the Dayton Business Journal heading in the News tab. A parking lot party happening tomorrow for Dayton Dragons fans. All the details on this family fun community celebration still ahead. You're watching Dayton 24/7 now.
Champ is crowned.
The Dayton 24/7 Now News app, brought to you by the Jeff Schmidt Auto Group.
The Ultimate Dragons tailgate is happening tomorrow night, and Alex King breaks down all the fun you can have.
Get excited because it is time to party it up ahead of the Dayton Dragons game on Thursday. The community-wide celebration will be filled with family fun, free food from Sueno, and drinks from Tender Mercy and Warped Wing. There's going to be face painting, friendly lawn games, and so many more fun activities for the friends and family to enjoy. It's going to be here in the Ulta Fiber parking lot on Webster Street from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. So you can come on out and show our Dragons some love, Dayton style. And if you can't make it out, no worries. The party really does not stop. You can actually come out to tailgate on July 14th and on August 31st as well. Back to you guys.
Well, rain and storms this evening, not necessarily the best evening for the pool, except it is a nice one to cool off, though, because it is very warm and muggy. Tomorrow, pretty nice, though. We will get up to 80 degrees. It will likely feel cool at some points of the day, especially in the morning and with a little bit of a breeze. But that being said, out of these next several days, definitely the best day to hit the pool, because a little too cool on Friday, temperatures in the lower 70s, back in the mid 70s on Saturday with some showers expected later into the day. Overall temperatures next several days going to be hanging out in the 70s for us. We have 80 for our day tomorrow, lower 70s on Friday. Now showers late Saturday into our early Sunday, but heading into next week, we do start to see temperatures rebound back into those 80s for us. And then we will also be tracking small rain chances, although it doesn't look like anything too significant in the forecast through really these next 7 days. Once we get through tonight, we have some showers around, but nothing severe in the forecast, which is always good news this time of the year.
It is always good news, and this week doesn't look too shabby at all.
Not too bad. Not too hot either.
Yeah, which
Right.
is always nice. Have a good day.